I remember there was this one girl and she was, 13 years old and they brought her in and they put her on the bed and her heart rate was around 150. And the parents were like, she's not talking, she's not responding. And I shined a light in her eyes and her pupils were not reacting to the light, which to me, I already know what that is. She's brain dead. She's brain dead because the liver is not working and she's gone into liver failure. That he's now developed or accumulated in her blood all these toxins that the liver can't break down because the liver is failed because of the illness that it's got. And those toxins now have built up in the blood and poisoned her brain. So she's now brain dead. They're turning her blood acidic. That's why her heart rate's really fast, and that's why she's hyperventilating. But she's already brain dead, and she's gonna die. And she went into cardiac arrest. I did CPR on her, knowing she wasn't going to survive, but her family was there, and her mother was insisting that we do CPR. And we spent 2 hours trying to resuscitate this girl. She died.
And I understand that in that sort of environment where you've got such limited resources, and you're also having to make choices about
Yeah,
who you think you can save and who you can't.
yeah.
That must be
Uh,
incredibly gut-wrenchingly difficult.
sometimes you don't forgive yourself for some of the decisions that you had to make when you were there. But I remember when the first day that I was there, we had there was a drone strike on a playground, and we had like 9, 12 children all brought in, and you know they have these Arabic blankets, that are really thick blankets that a lot of Arab families have, and they've got like a flowery design on, and that's how they carry the children. They wrap them in these blankets and they bring them to the hospital, and they would put them down. You could see the legs or the arms dangling out of these blankets, and they're screaming. The parents are screaming, family members are screaming, and they're saying, "Oh, he's been hit, he's been hit." So then they put the blanket down, and there's no beds because there's maybe one bed in the whole department. So you've got to get on your knees. And again, this is my first day there, so naively, I'm not. I know what to expect, but at the same time, you don't know what to expect. And I opened up this blanket, and it was a child with his head missing. And I remember just freezing because I was this close, and I remember just freezing. I think to myself, "Oh my God, this is real."